Hi, hello, how are you all this fine day? I hope that if you're here, you subscribe to this channel if you're not already, and check out everything that is down below. We've got social media, my website, a newsletter, and it's been brought to my attention that perhaps we could expand those links to include a Discord server or a Patreon you could support. If you're interested at all, which, first off, thank you for wanting those things in the first place, but if that's something you're interested in, like this video and or comment and let me know. And with that segue of being interested, we're talking about special interests, which, if you can tell I'm excited, it's because special interests for neurodiverse autistic people are exciting things. It's essentially one of our biggest love languages, in that a special interest is a particular area, a topic, whether it's broad or it's very niche. It's just something that we are immensely passionate about, we get so excited by, we can just hyper focus on it, and if you bring up in conversation, prepare for the spewing out of so many things, because it's where we can really focus our attention, and where that really deep sense of devotion, of focus, of passion, of everything can just be consumed by whatever it is that you might be especially interested in. It's different for everyone. There can be common themes that can arise of perhaps you like to collect a certain thing, or you write down a ton of facts or statistics about a certain thing, or whatever it might be. It's just something that you're down for, you're gonna learn all about it, you're gonna devote some solid energy and time into this thing. Which, in comparison to like other things in life that might involve executive functioning or just not as captivating things, those can tend to go down the totem pole of, apologize for that potentially racial insensitivity with that term, but lower down on our priority list here of, you know, things that we should probably be paying somewhat attention to, but, you know, some other things can be more exciting. So I would love to hear if you have some special interests, what those are, in the comments below. I figured I would share a couple of mine, which are going to be essentially very niche. Some are very broad, mind you, but some are like, just why? And there's often not a good reason why, especially when like you think of how there's certain like fandoms, and that alone can be its own topic of how toxic those can be, but really I think special interests are just really wholesome. It's one of those really, lack of a better term, special things about being autistic and neurodiverse that, I don't know, it's really refreshing, I think, to come across people or even yourself of just being really passionate about something that is often hard to find in kind of neurotypical potentially areas or situations. That, man, if you can just like sit down and like dive into something you love, that's just super cool. Anyways, some special interests of mine. If you've watched any of my other videos, then you might know that I am pursuing ordination as an interfaith minister, which I think spirituality and learning about religion and all of that is just so fascinating to me. I love it so much. Writing, if you've checked out my website, you can tell that I write a blog post every week, and I've been writing on a blog, first off, since like 2016, so that's solid 4 years. And even before that, I would just write stories. I always loved English. Writing is just my form of communication. I love to do it. And just being creative in general is just totally my jam. It's the cat's pajamas. I can really go into phases, I find, of special interests. Some people can really focus on one special interest for their entire lives, and that's just what they're dedicated to. Whereas for me, I kind of go through phases where there's certain times where I'm really interested in reading, and I can read so much, and I can fall out of that phase, really not read anything, and then go into something like podcasts, love them, or watching certain shows, just diving in, binge watching, if you will. Discovering new music, love it. Can get so sucked into that, among other things. But some potentially niche things, just to kind of spice it up a little bit, so that I think just to normalize that regardless of who you are, your background, your age, whatever the heck, you can be really passionate about really random things. And that's totally cool, and that's really exciting. So I used to be really passionate about, well, I guess I can really dive into it. When the show was on, the show Glee, that was like my entire just coming of age show. I was so into it. What else? I can get really sucked into like certain TV shows, especially towards younger kids. Like, don't even get me started on Steve from Blue's Clues and how superior he is to anyone else, to Joe, to whoever entered that house. I'm always amused by like Sesame Street, like Muppets. Chef's Kiss, they're great. I could probably think of more things, but that's just a little taste there. If you want more conversation about what my special interests are, just in general, all about that. I'd love to make more content about that, but the biggest takeaway is that whatever you're interested in, if it's not hurting anyone else, then go for it. Dive in, still take care of yourself, but you have every right to be interested in what you're interested in and to share that and to be really dedicated and passionate to it, even if it seems really silly or insignificant. If it makes you happy, then be happy. We need to be more happy. So, on that note, thank you so much for watching. Share some love, like, comment, subscribe, all the things. Many blessings to you, and I will see you all next time.